Hello everyone, welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watch, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen, folks, there's a link tree down below. Has the links to all of my social media platforms. Please go down there, follow me across all my social media platforms and talk to me because I talk back. Also down there as well as the links to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. So with that said and done and put to the side, listen, folks, I have come to talk to you folks today about the New York Jets' upcoming game with the Indianapolis Colts on Thursday night. Whoa, boy. Listen, we're all fired up. We're all hyped up. Jets fans, we are all excited. Why are we excited? We just came off of a big win against the Bengals. Things are looking like they're turning around. We're looking like we're trying to find our way, find our stride. And now we're going in a short week and we got to play Indy, okay? And where I want to start is right at the top with coaching. Listen, that was a big win, okay, against the Bengals. Sulla needs to make sure that he can rein all this stuff in and get these young players, get this young team focused on the task ahead. Okay? Short weeks are going to happen in the NFL. Great victories are going to happen in the NFL. But you have to understand, hey, that was the last game. I need to pack up all that emotion, leave that in the past because that's in the past, and make sure that I'm ready to play when my name is called. Make sure that I'm focused on this upcoming team that we got to play against because guess what? The Colts, they don't give a crap that we just beat the Bengals. They don't give a crap at all. They're trying to come out and make sure that they can do what they need to do to come out of this game with a victory. Okay? In the past, that was the issues with Jets coaches. We would come off a great emotional win, and the next game, we would come out and just sleepwalk. We must ensure that that does not happen against this Colts team. Okay? Sulla has to have this young team fully prepared to go out there and compete at 100% and go through a wall because I'm telling you, the Colts are ready to go. They're a team that is going to go out there and give it their all. We have to be focused and ready as well. No longer living in the past. That game's over with the Bengals. Let's move forward, okay? So that's my big question is can Sulla get this young team ready on a short week to compete and do what they need to do, all right? Also, my big question as well when I talk about coaching, I'm looking at my offensive coordinator. I'm saying, listen, Mike LaFleur, I've been on your case all year long, okay? Just like everybody else. When we talk about the offensive game plan, I have. Phenomenal performance last week against the Bengals. What are you going to do this week, especially on a short week? Can you put together a game plan? Can you ensure that these guys are going to be able to execute the game plan? Can you communicate the game plan to them effectively so that they can go out there and just do their thing? Can you make sure that the pieces that need to be put out on the field correctly are put out on the field correctly this week? That's what I need to see. I need to see you do this again, okay? Because again, that last game, everybody was like, whoa, this is insane. This guy, LaFleur, his offense looks amazing. I need to see you duplicate these performances, okay? That's what I need to see. I need to know, are you turning the corner as a play caller? Can we trust in you going forward as the guy that is going to be calling our offense? I need to see. So I need to see you put some things together and ensure that this offense is on fire early the same way that it was in the last game. I need to see that. So that's a big question for LaFleur. Now, talking about the offense, here's another question mark. My man Mike White. Listen, Mike White, phenomenal performance last week. You came out and wowed us all. 400-yard game. What are you going to do in this game? Okay, what are you going to do in this game? Can you be the guy to set our offense up to have success? Can you be the guy that's going to be able to not put the Jets, in a bad position, not go out there and throw a bunch of turnovers? Can you go out there, have this offense moving, just moving the chains and putting points up on the board? Can you get us to score early again as well? Because that's been a big thing that's hindered us this season. I want to see what type of Mike White we're getting because, again, you got Jets fans already talking about, hey, I want Mike White to be the starter the rest of the year. I don't even care if, Zach Wilson is healthy. I've had people come at me with questions. Hey, Joe, what do you think? Do you think we should just start Mike White the rest of the season? And I said, whoa, listen, I'm a game-by-game type of guy. I need to see him do this again, continue these performances, and then we can talk about those things. So I need to see more Mike White. I need to see him go out there, be smart, Be decisive with the football, make the throws that are there, and continue to do what you're just taking what the defense gives you. That's what I want to see out of Mike White in this football game. I'm not willing to talk about whether he's going to be the starter for the. I'm not willing to talk about that just yet. I need to see these performances, these solid performances duplicated. I'm not saying he got to go out there and throw for 400 plus yards again, because maybe he doesn't. But if he goes out there and just has a solid game and is able to put this offense in positions to really make plays and doesn't kill us, I'm telling you, the screams for him are going to get louder, and I will absolutely understand it. When I also look at this offense, I'm wondering, hey, this Colts defense, they got some guys up front, okay? Buckner, Torrey, Muhammad, these guys can get after, especially Buckner. We must account for him up front. Now, this injury to Fant, it's looking at this point like he's questionable, but for the most part, most people are saying that he's going to play. We'll see if he actually plays in this game, but that'll be solid for our offensive line. You know, he'll be set and ready to go, but we got to make sure that we account for Buckner up front. Do not let this guy destroy our front, and I think a big part of that is to get the run game going early. Michael Carter was phenomenal in the last game, led us in rushing, led us in receiving as well. Get the ball in the hands of that young guy and let him just rip up the field. I think he's going to be able to take advantage of a lot of matchups as well in the receiving game too, especially matched up with some of these Colts linebackers. Also look at our wide receiver core. I think we got some young guys that can make some plays as well, because I'm not as scared of the Colts corners in particular, right? You look at Corey Davis, he's questionable for this game. We'll see if he comes back. He probably will. So if he's on the field, oh man, we got our big target back. But let me tell you something. Denzel Mims looked good in the last game. Elijah Moore was utilized good. He looked good in the last game. Crowder had some catches too. So even without Corey Davis, if he doesn't play, I won't be terrified, because again, we're seeing our offense be able to spread the ball around, and these guys are just able to go out there and do their thing. So I want to see what our wide receiver core is going to be able to achieve against this Colts secondary that I'm not necessarily as scared of as, you know, some of the secondaries that we played this season. So Mims in particular, I think, is a guy that can definitely do some big things in this game. You go to the defensive side of the ball, and the first thing I'm thinking is, listen, we got to get after Carson Wentz all day long. You bang him around, all due respect to Colts fans, all due respect to Wentz, all due respect. But you bang him around, he's going to throw some interceptions, and you're going to get some turnovers, okay? You're going to get some turnovers if you're laying, you know, you're hitting him and making him frantic. You're going to get some turnovers, so we got to do that. John Franklin Myers, all our guys up front, get after him. And a big hit to their offensive line, Quentin Nelson, he might not be playing in this game. He might not. You also look at the Colts running backs. Listen, Jonathan Taylor, this is a guy that can do it all. You best believe they're going to have him coming out the backfield. They're going to test us the same way that the Falcons did, the same way that the Patriots did. They're watching the films. They know what's up. We must account for him, all right? This is a guy that can do it all coming out the backfield. Don't let him destroy us coming out of the flats. Also, they got some solid tight ends. Jack Doyle, Ali Mo Cox. Listen, C.J. Mosley, Gerard Davis, you will be testing in coverage. I expect them to come out in big sets and throw those guys at us, because, again, you go back to that second Patriots game, we saw Jonnu Smith, we saw Hunter Henry have big-time success against us. We must account for those guys in coverage. Don't let these Colts tight ends rip us up. And you look at their wide receiver core, it's a little banged up. You got T.Y. Hilton. He's not going to be playing in this game. Whew, that's a guy that can still do some things in this league. So, you know, with him out, now you're looking at Mike Pittman, right? Mike Pittman, USC guy. I loved him coming out of the draft. I was hoping the Jets would get him, but we didn't. It's okay. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Now we're facing him. This is a big body wide receiver that can move. You must watch him, okay? But again, last time we played the Bengals, you know, Jamar Chase was supposed to be the guy that ripped us up. But guess who stepped up? Our young secondary. Eccles played phenomenally. Michael Carter II, this dude has been playing well all year. He played good too. And let me tell you, Bryce Hall put the clamps on that boy Jamar. He put the clamps on. All due respect, he put the clamps on him. Put the clamps on him. You know what I'm saying? He put the clamps on him. So I cannot wait to see the matchup between Bryce Hall and Pittman. I expect him to be covering him quite a bit. And let me tell you, Pascal as well is another wide receiver they got that can really move, so we must watch him. So Listen, this is going to be a good matchup. It's a short week, but I think the New York Jets can take this. I really do. This is a banged up Colts team. They got some injuries, and we can really take advantage of some of the things they got. So comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. Let's go back and forth. Do you think the New York Jets can beat the Colts? How are you feeling about this matchup? Do you think that Mike White will have continued success going forward? And what are your thoughts about our coaching staff? Do you think they can get this young team ready to go on a short week? You know what I'm saying? So comment down below. Let's go back and forth, folks. You folks have a good one. Peace.